Getting divorced about 20 years ago and coming out of a physically and mentally abusive relationship, and then coming out of it not just the normal circumstances, but rather not having any education, absolutely no money, being with a 3-year-old, having no home, no car, starting life from ground zero at the age of 30.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Meta Transitions. I am your host, Trisha K. Williams, and I'm here with Avisha Soheili. Avisha is a certified life coach. We're so excited to have you with us, Avisha. Thank you so much.
Oh, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be here. Hi, everybody else that's out there. I don't know who's watching this, but pleased to be here.
Yes, wonderful. All right, so we're just going to jump into the questions. So the first question is, what is your transition story?
Well, the biggest, I've had a lot of transitions in my life, honestly, for one person too many. But one of the biggest transitions in my life was getting divorced about 20 years ago and coming out of a physically and mentally abusive relationship. And then coming out of it, not just the normal circumstances, but rather coming out facing circumstances of not having any education, having absolutely no money, being with a 3-year-old, having no home, no car. So basically, I'm starting life from ground zero at the age of 30 and transitioning from being a broke single mother and being divorced and going through all the emotions of a very devastating and difficult divorce to going back into school, getting educated, getting back on my feet and building my life back up from ground zero.
Yes, yes. No, it sounds like quite an overwhelming and challenging, transition that you're going through, right? I have so many clients, and I'm sure lots of people out there watching who have gone through, this experience of getting divorced, and having to start over. And definitely hearing that challenge of being a single mom on top of it, and then the third challenge of needing to go back to school. So not only are you a single mom, but you also are a student as well. So I could see how there's multiple layers of challenge that was added to your life at that time.
Yes, it was an extremely, extremely difficult period in my life. Because I was very sheltered and in my previous marriage, and I didn't have much contact with the world. I didn't have much knowledge. I didn't even know where to begin with life. So I was a really lost soul. And here I was given this opportunity by God or life or universe again to start all over again. And I had no idea what to do or where to begin. And back then, the tools were not like today. We didn't have much access to what we have today, like coaching and other, computer resources and the internet. So it was difficult. It was very difficult to maneuver your way in the world again. And that's where I had to start to begin to really think on my own without any help, how to figure this whole situation out and become this new person and try to put back what I had put behind in a really true manner and become aware of who I am and where I need to go.
Yes, definitely. So you had to go through this journey in a way that was not traveled, as you said, by many. It was difficult at the time that you did it because there wasn't a lot of technology to help you at that time. So I can understand how that would have been difficult for you for sure.
Yes.
So if we're getting into the second segment, were there specific things along your journey that helped you to transition or helped with a sense of transformation, or you were able to identify that what things are changing in my situation? Was there anything specific that you did or that you noticed about your life?
Yes, so I had to make a conscious decision.
Mhm,
And this decision was choosing between a life of being poor, emotionally down, letting someone else step all over my soul,
mhm,
powerless and defeated, or picking up the pieces, moving forward, empowering myself, and becoming a brand new human being with new tools, new mindset, and overcoming the abuse and everything that I had gone through, and not allowing that to dictate my life or my daughter's life and what I needed to do for the future to give her a beautiful life. Because at that point, it wasn't just about me, it was about her as well. So if I let myself be defeated as a mother, then I would have been given her the notion that, you're not worthy to be in my life. So that's why I had to make a very difficult decision, regardless of anything that I had to face, to kind of like find a way, go back to school, try to find a profession, make money, and again
mhm.
rebuild from ground zero. Because what was the other choice? The other choice was what? Being homeless, working for $10 an hour, not having to struggle to pay my bills every month. I mean, that was not a choice at the time. I felt like you could exactly like easily go either way. You could easily pick the wrong path and really be destroyed and down. But then I could decide to be, no, I want to be a higher up person. I want to be empowered. I want to be the new me. So
Yes,
that's the
yes.
decision that I made.
Yeah, so a choice, and I'm glad to hear that you identify that idea that sometimes people pick the wrong thing or make the wrong choices based on coping strategies when you're in challenging, desperate situations like the one that you described. And it sounds like there was that sense of inner strength and motivation that
Yeah,
came, from you being a single mom and looking at your daughter and thinking about her, and looking at the life that you want your daughter to live, and the example it sounds like that you wanted to lead for your daughter, and it sounded like that it gave you that sense of determination to make the right choice, the choice to do better and to struggle to get to where you are today.
exactly as you said. I had to find the motivation. I felt like there was no other choice, because that would have been a life that I didn't want to live, that life of poverty and struggling. And I didn't want to choose that for my daughter as well.
Mhm, mhm. All right. So if there were some tips that you could give, to individuals out there that are going through divorce, and we know that it's rampant, at this time, people who are going through divorce, becoming single parents and needing to navigate this new journey on their own, what are some tips that you could give to them?
But I can say today, because I also deal with a lot of people that are divorced, a lot of people, and I see all of this within my family and friends as well. As I said, it is about, well, today's world is different because, again, you have the internet, you have so many tools to help you empower, to study, to look up stuff. So it's a little bit more of an easier journey. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, I mean, multiple resources to get help from. But I would really encourage everybody to seek that help. Do
Mm,
not try to go through this journey alone, because
yes.
sometimes when you're alone and stuck and imprisoned by your mindset and your past dictating what, how you should think, that's where you get stuck. So in
Mhm,
order to be motivated, move forward, make a new life, you need to really look within and see what it is that makes you happy in life. What are the options? What can I do to be me?
mhm,
And uh, as a person at that time, I really honestly, as I said, I didn't have any tools, but I'm just like a very strong, resilient person.
mhm,
A lot of people are not. So really one of the biggest things is to seek help, to find the tools, to find the right direction in your life that serves you. Otherwise, I mean, again, the other choice is to be stuck in a kind of like helpless, I can't do anything. There's no way I can accomplish anything in my life. I've been beaten down. I am done. There's nothing I can do anymore in life. Life, every moment of it is full of opportunities. Life is ever changing. If I could go back to school penniless, without a dime in my bank account, and make it because I wanted to make it, because I had to make it, I am sure every other person out there can find a way, the right path for themselves as well. I mean, I'm not going to compare my life to anybody else. Everybody's journey is unique and has nothing to do with anybody. But in each journey, just try to find the right motivation and the right optimistic mindset and attitude to move you forward. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck.
Yes, I think what I'm hearing there is sort of that idea of building resilience, really, by being able to seek help, try to find the right resources, and build that inner strength with that coping strategies that are going to be unique
Yes.
to you as a person. Because, right, yeah, everybody's different and everybody's unique. So it's being able to use the professional help that you seek as a way to build your toolkit that's going to help you to build your resilience to transition through that journey. And, there's so many coaches out there, myself, as well as a counselor, that can provide these professional services to people out there for sure. And I think that's the last question we're going to ask you today. If you would be willing to share your contact information for people, in your area who might want to contact you. And I coaches, I guess it could be anybody in the world actually who could make contact with you. So if you could provide your details, then, people listening, if you want to speak to Avisha, then you can do so.
Sure. You can contact me at avisha@coachingbetterlife.com. So that is my email address, my business email address. That would be the best way to contact me. I'm also on Facebook. I am on Instagram. Hopefully soon I'll be on TikTok, God willing, we'll see. So you can definitely contact me at that email.
Okay, and what is your handle on Instagram and Facebook?
It's just Avisha Soheili Life Coach.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So we will be putting Avisha's contact information in the description box below. Please go and contact Avisha if you are looking for life coaching, professional help. If you are, I guess, a person who is recently single and you're a single parent and you're looking for some help at this time, Avisha is the person to go to. So again, her contact information will be in the description box below. Thank you so much, Avisha, for being here with us. No problem.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Yes. All right. So that is it. Now, thank you for being here, and we will talk with you next time.
Thank you.